Yo, what's happening, guys? How are we doing? Let's see if we can't finish off 2 Zakus tonight. Don't like our odds, but this guy here, I think we'll get this guy done because we've got some edge highlights to finish on the chipping on the light green. We've got the chipping on the dark green to do as well. We've got some dot highlights. Maybe. That's tonight's goal. Finish this dude. Need to update Char's pipes to grey as well. Silver's just not working. Okay, let's start with our secondary edge highlight. Oh, actually, we've done the dot highlights. We've done the dot highlights on the light green, so maybe we will. Maybe we will get him done. Maybe we will. Come on, camera, there's no reason for you to flicker. Absolutely none. There's no text on the screen. Yo, Nath, what's happening, dude? What's happening? It's not level. Yo, Tiny, my son, what is happening? The absolute largest of hosses. How we doing, man? How we doing? How's boss life treating you? Been good, dude. Been good. Really enjoying painting up the Gundam. Really enjoying painting up Gundam. Giving him the old heavy metal treatment. Axe is mental, yeah. The old Heat Hawk, is probably not how it's portrayed in the anime. It's just like a glowing blade, but I'll be honest, it's easier for me to do like a molten metal blade than it is a glowing blade. So we went for molten metal. And I think it's a little more heavy metal. Thank you. It's the funny thing is you guys are seeing it when it's massive. I feel like you get the effect even more when it's smaller. Well, that's what I keep telling my Tinder dates anyway. Bazinga. It's what you tell the wife. Exactly. That's why they call him Tiny. That's why they call him Tiny. It's nothing to do with him being 6'7". Pretty cool. We've had some Gundam guys join stream, funnily enough, because we're painting Gundam. Good way to tick multiple boxes. Use Warhammer's paint style of heavy metal on Gundam. Two stones with one bird, as it were. Two stones with one bird. Stork, how we doing, my guy? How we doing? Oh, we need to do the dot highlights on that dark green. Haven't worked that out yet. What was our mixture? Was like a mixture of Skarsnik, wasn't it? Skarsnik and Elysium. Might be another mix. You like the dark green? I wasn't happy with it initially because I had green pipes, which is, you know, it's what Zaku's have in a lot of the artwork. Not all the artwork. I have seen some grey pipes, but the grey pipes broke it up enough so that you could tell the difference. But yeah, when it was green pipes, no good. No good. Love you some green pipe. Well, we got rid of them. Sorry, buddy. Oh, also, I absolutely and utterly forgot. I've got a 40th on Friday night. I don't know why I thought it was on the opposite weekend to Victoria's. So, unlike my normal weekends where I'm just going to do a heap of hobby, Friday I won't be able to make stream because I've got a 40th to go to. And they're like, oh, you're going to sleep over? And it's like, nah, bro. You guys are just in Paran. I'm going home and I've got an event on Saturday. So, I'm going to have to get everything ready Thursday for Victoria's. Granted, it's a little bit. It's actually a little bit. Too many apple juices? Nah, dude, I barely drink, man. Barely drink. I'll probably have 2 drinks. It's my old friends that I grew up with through like primary school and high school and a lot of sport. So I get along, but no one's going to be talking about Warhammer, so I'm going to be bored out. Or Gundam. I wonder if people talk about Gundam. The cricket mates, exactly. And football. And basketball. Cricket, football, and basketball. Played a lot of sport. You found yourself drinking after work occasionally now. What is occasionally? What are we talking here? Dropping my Dax to the Eagle Rock with the boys. Probably not. Do you mean when I was younger at cricket? Because that was a different monster. 2 to 6 JDs every couple of days. Are we talking every day, Tiny? We're not talking every day, are we? Doing the nut bush, bro, I can barely even move. Rip through vapes like a menace. Oh, dude, we got a work vape. Oh, bloody put it in me pocket. Like, honest to God. Sometimes one of the boys watches stream. Riley, I swear to God, I did not mean to bring the vape home. Burnt Toast, how are we doing? I have, however, left. Trigger word. I have, however, left the vape in the kitchen with my wallet and keys, because otherwise I would be smashing down cola vape, painting Zaku 2s like nobody's business. So let's stop the big V talk right now. Get me all excited. Zaku should hit a blinker, not gonna lie. What is that's young people talk. What is that? Any 40k kits with 2 power fists, apart from upgrade sprues, need one for a sergeant. Do you mean like double power? Are we talking double fisting? Smash the vape till it says no in one hit. Stuff that, bro. That's how I would just, dude, you would get a clip. I'll tell you that. You would get a clip. Clip of me like falling face first and smash my head into the desk. Your old starting push fit sergeant. Doesn't come with a power fist or plasma pistol. You do have an extra pistol with no fist. I mean, each intercessor box comes with 2 power fists. Oh no, wait, the regular one doesn't. The assault one does. They're shit. If that fist is shit. Yeah, interesting. There are some firstborn ones that work good, and I say some. I don't. Not all firstborn power fists work with Primaris. Accidentally hot a blinker at work today. Ah, really? And you were just sugging on it the whole time you're in the lift. My boy's been swinging that axe so much that his hands got a bit of a workout too. I think we need more paint. Looking at my guides. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if look, you're never going to be able to cater to everybody, right? So I understand if the Battleforge Gaming Ultimate Guides isn't like crazy exciting to keep people with a short attention span interested in the tutorial, but they are educational, I think. I think they're well paced, and they can help a lot of people. We've got a Salamander one coming out soon. It has a lot of sections in it, much to Marvin's, I wouldn't say disgust, but yeah, there's a lot of different steps because we do have the fire involved in that tutorial. So, but the one we're aiming after that is going to be a Gundam Ultimate Guide. I have thinned this a little too much, I think. Or I've got too much water in my brush. Could be that. Could be too much water in my brush. Got to start speaking up on stream. Talk louder, my guy. Talk louder. All right, let's add some chipping to the dark green. Thinking straight storm vermin fur should work because it is a darker green, so we need a slightly lighter chipping color. And we will also write that down. We'll write that down in our book. Dawn of War boxes for pre-order. The heroes of the chapter set. Hang on, what are you talking about? Games Workshop. DM me. Oh, they didn't even come out with the new upgrades through for the salamanders. That is lazy as shit. Games Workshop, what are you doing? This used to terrify the absolute shit shit out of me. Painting up the whole model and then, whoa, camera, what are you doing to me? Any tips for painting a Space Marine helmet? Get some magnifying glasses. I don't know. It's just like painting any other part of the model. Paint the lenses first. Oh, I thought you sent. I got another message from someone else. Oh, Warhammer Oz. What is this? What? No way. Is that real? That's real. Is that a recast? Dude, that is phenomenal. How the f is that real? Dude, how is that real? That cannot be real, bro. $60 Australian. That's not. Dude, a Blade Guard are $100. Each character is 70. And they're like $100 too. That can't be real. Well, I'm getting one of those. That's wild. Dude, surely scalpers are just going to pick up hundreds of those boxes. September 25, out in time for my birthday. Not bad. I also got another message I didn't realize from someone else. Let's roll for dragons. What do they want with me? What do Let's Roll for Dragons want with me? Dude, $76 is still a bargain. I'll take 100. I'll take 100 of them. No, I was literally talking last night how I despise scalping. Despise it. But if you're ever gonna do it, no, don't do it. But if you, no, don't. To be very minimal with this. You got gym floor puzzle mats. That's what we got in the studio, dude. That is what we've got in the studio. Oh yeah, how's this weekend, right? So I've got the 40th Friday, so there'll be no stream Friday, unfortunately. And then Saturday we've got Victorious, and then Sunday, Painting Bites. How are we doing? What's happening? What are you up to? What are you painting? And then Sunday we've got Mike from Flashing Badger and some of the Badger community. Is that what that'd be called? Anyway, some of the Flashing Badger community are coming to the studio to do some classes. The badges, a couple of badges. I'm on the front page. Fuck yeah. How good is that? I'm on the front page. Dude, I've got 10 people. How am I on the front page? I've got 10 people. What does that say about other people? Don't know. Yeah. Who knows, man? Just enjoying painting Gundam and chatting when people chat to me. I'll take it. It's a win. The wins aren't as consistent as I'd like them to be, but we'll take it. We'll take. Do you know I should do the We'll do the bazooka. We'll do the bazooka dude as well. Just because there's not really going to be too much chipping getting done on the dark green. Selective. You need to be selective with your chipping. This camera is going to be the death of me. I have no idea why it's blinking. It has to be a faulty cable. I've been doing it for a little bit, on and off. Some streams is really good. Other streams, not so much. Has to be a faulty cable. Right, let's do the bazooka boy. The Xeon Rush boxes. Sick. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I've got all the Gundam miniatures from the trading cards assemble, and eventually there's going to be the board game. The tabletop game is called Assemble. The trading card game is called Gundam, the trading card game. So I've picked all of them up, and we've painted Char's Zaku, so you get an idea of what they look like when they're done. I do need to paint his pipes grey. I had them silver, or I have them silver, and they just look better grey, so we'll be doing that. You're fresh out of stuff to buy. Well, compared to Warhammer, Gundam's cheap. Well, these are. I was saying before on that Warhammer Oz page, Games Workshop would charge you $100+ Australian, $150 for 3 Gundam. No, I think I got the starter box with the cards for like $65 or $70. I don't know, something like that. These are on 50mm bases. So, would that mean they're 50mm? People talk. I said this the other day. I've got no idea. I paint so much, but I've just got no idea when people talk scale. What's the 25mm mean? Are we talking height? What are we talking here? I'm being sincere too. I don't joke around. I can't. Yeah. They're on 50s. All of the Gundam come on a 50mm disc. I'd say they don't all need to be on a 50, like the Leos that came with the tall geese. If you're not familiar with Gundam, just Google it. Nah, I'm not familiar with Gundam either. But the Leos should be on 40s. They're too small to be on a 50mm base, and I think scale-wise it makes them look better because they're not the same size as a Gundam or the larger mobile suits. So. I'll show you in a sec. I'll show you what I mean. I've got one single Gundam, a master grade. I don't know if I'll ever get around to building it. It is a ton of building. So what I mean is, so Zaku's a large mobile suit. Like I think they were 19 meters tall. Like they were big. Or even a Gundam's like 15. The newer Gundams I think are like 15 meters. Someone can fact check me. But there's these little dudes in the other box called a Leo. You can see they're not as big even if they were on the 50mm base. So I think they look better on a 40. And when this finally becomes a tabletop and they're on hex, they're on a hex base, they're probably going to be on a 50mm hex base. I'm going to just get a bunch of custom bases made. And I'm still going to put this guy on a 40. Yeah, I got a master grade Dynamis, but I started building the body of it and I was like, this is a lot. That was 2 years ago and I haven't touched it. Oh, they're huge. They're huge. There we go. David's in the know. The scale is 1 to 320. All right. I am just going to quickly go to the toilet and then we will start highlighting. We will start highlighting that dark green scratches again. Canonically, they are 18 meters tall. I was close. I said 19 and then I said 15. I think they changed, don't they? Like the newer ones are smaller, correct? I think. I'll be back in a sec. RX-78 is 18 meters tall. I forget. I was watching. Where's my book? Where did I put my recipe book? I was watching the history of some suits, forget what the dude's name was. What was it? It's like a Dragon Ball Z, Kakarot. And he was saying that some of the suits in the newer episodes were smaller than the old suits. The RX-78 is your favorite. I mean, it's a classic, isn't it? It's a classic. All right, Skarsnik Elysian. Skarsnik Elysian. Crisp edge highlights. It's my jam, dude. Like, normally I'd be painting Warhammer. Like, this is normally what you would see on stream. I try and paint up a bunch of guides that people can follow. We've got a few of them out. We've got a few there in the works. Here's a one-off Legion of the Damned miniature that was sculpted by Amphiaris from Instagram. He's a god. He's a god when it comes to upgrading Space Marine models. I had dinner with him and he was chatting about how there's people that do just like straight sculpting. They don't do the add-on stuff, and he's like, he wants to learn from them. I'm like, bro, your stuff's wild. Okay. Your stuff is wild. Painting Bites, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Just the way they made the perfect grade. I've got a little bit of Gundam knowledge now because I've been watching a few videos trying to catch up on the lore. If I'm painting the stuff, I want to be able to chat about it at least a little bit. I'm not familiar with all the kits though. You're working on painting for the first time? Nice. Well, I think my guides will definitely help. Heavy metal is not the paint style for everybody, but if it is, then our ultimate guides will most definitely help you with that. But I'm excited to see how your first model comes out. Probably way better than mine. Okay, let's highlight those little scratches. They got bigger up to unicorn and then crossbones shrunk in the wash. I mean, there's some pretty wild suits out there, isn't there? That's too much fun. Yeah, this is one thing that I didn't used to do is this micro scratching, because when I first started, I don't know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it to the standard I wanted, but I just continued to practice it. I think the White Scar was really the first model I did the micro scratching on, and I did a lot of it, which sort of suits the white armor. But I'm continuing to refine the process. It is not what I want to do. Sisters of Battle and Space Wolves. Well, the good thing about the Sisters of Battle is that range was fully refreshed a few years ago, so it's not like you're going to paint something that's going to get replaced by something cooler. And I mean, we just saw the new Space Wolf stuff and it is absolutely wicked. Like even the Blood Claws, I think the Blood Claws might be my favorite. And that's just your regular dudes. And they're so cool. I did pick up the model of the month, so at some stage I will paint the Space Wolf, but I'm going to convert it and use it for a different tutorial. It won't be a Space Wolf. That sounds like you're set, Malia. That sounds like you are set. You like the termies? The termies are cool, but man, I don't know. There's something about the blood claws. Something about them. You'll have to send me some pics of your first model, Malia. Keen to see it. Or keen to see the work in progress, you know, if you've got any questions. Always open in my DMs to help people with their painting. Even if it's as simple as like, you know, color theory. Oh, it is Tuesday, guys. So remember how we used to do the live stream community showcase where people upload stuff? We're just going to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays because I think every night was a bit too much and we didn't always get a lot of people uploading stuff. So we're just going to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, patience is one of the keys. And just work at your own pace as well, you know. Don't worry if you've got other people that are painting around you. Just work at your own pace. I think my tutorials give a good representation of how long a model should take, maybe. Like, I know there's some tutorials out there that just sort of make it seem like it's, you know, bang, you're just done. And also that's what the live streams are good for, because you can come in and be like, oh, geez, Justin's been painting the same Zaku for nearly 2 weeks now. Nice. What are you starting off with? Painting bites. What's your first? What do you think your first model you're gonna get back into painting with? Well, we've got multiple areas. We've got a bunch of different threads. Do you know, we need a Gumper one. We've got a bunch of different threads that are, you know, Age of Sigmar, 40k, where you can post your stuff. And then we have the other one, which is called the live stream community showcase. And that's only for people that are on stream to show off to other people on stream. So like tonight in half an hour, we'll go into the Discord and we'll show some people what you guys have been working on. It does make a massive difference, Maya. Yeah, it does. I don't do it on every model. Ultimate Guides, I'm starting to do it more and more. On my entire army, my Blood Angels, I didn't do it because, like, you know, these steps all do take time. So you need to work out what your models are going to be for. Are they for display? Are you just going to stick, like for instance, if you are going to just stick to one faction and that's all you're going to do, then you could very well just go all out and try and paint up the most beautiful army ever. Like there's no reason you can't do that. One of the reasons I decided to add the micro scratching on these models is because they've got these large flat thighs, and I didn't do any glazing on these because glazing would have helped these large flat areas, but again, I chose not to add it because it would have just added more time. I could have probably done a zenithal with the airbrush, but I think they work without it. So the micro scratching is how I'm trying to fill in some detail. Marvin, how we doing? Look, I painted the heat hawk. I told you I was going to do it, and I did it. I totally didn't leave it towards the end of the model and just had to do it because otherwise the model won't be finished. You know what your first model is going to be, Malia? You know what you're going to start your journey with? I think that is, we'll do a little bit in here. Cool. Happy with that. Happy with that. Let's do the guy that's doing the superhero landing next. We're just doing all the scratches on the dark area first on this guy because I've got a mixed paint here. The Order of the Ebon Chalice. That's the standard black, correct? No, Ebon Rose is red. White cloth with red lining. That's cool. And do not exclusively have white hair. Hey Lothar, how you doing? Do I go over the Discord every day? I don't really go into the Discord that much with all of the posts in the thread. Unless someone tags me in something, like if they need help with something. But yeah, we're going to do, there's a thread. There's a thread called the live stream showcase, and that's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. We did it every night. But it was only like 2 or 3 people that were uploading stuff, so it just wasn't, I don't know. Felt more like a hassle, or I was just annoying people by doing it. So just Tuesdays and Thursdays for that showcase. So we'll do that in like 20 minutes, around 20 minutes. If you guys want to get your posts in there. Yeah, just chuck one post in for what you're working on right now. Bloody ads. Come on now. Let's not start that. It's free entertainment. Sort of. What was the question? I don't remember. Oh, do you post your stuff there? Yeah, just put one post up with what you're working on right now. It's not like really a spammable thread. Just if you're the whole idea for it, and it's hard to get through on just the explanation on Discord. Let's just say you're here tonight on stream and you're going to be here when that showcase happens. Post something. If you're not going to be here, don't post something. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's for you on stream to show other people on stream what you're working on. We're doing it in like 20 minutes. 9:30 my time. So it's 9:20. It's 9:07. 23 minutes. Yep. Marvin's on it. I would be lost without him. Thank you, Marvin. Haven't painted for 2 days. Oh boy, I'd be getting withdrawals. Right, I think we are good with this dude. That's pretty good. 900 euro instead of 500 euros. Pretty damn good. Alright, let's get this dude finished. We've got grey edge highlights to do on the pipes. We've got grey dot highlights, and then this dude is done. Minus a varnish. I think we just need to take the head off on this one. Let's take the arm off first. And then we can get the head off. Easy. Need more paint. Need to thin it more. feel better going this way. Yeah, blue tack. Yep. Is that you being sincere, Thor? Well, just, dude, the way that comment was written, I did build most of the Ash Waste Arachne rig for Vansar. It was a really easy kit and went together super well. Just for me, sounds like it wasn't. You do know, like, I think dreadnoughts are pretty good. The Redemptor and the Brutalis, I just overglue and they end up being good. Honestly, most gaps I just do an overglue with. All right. That takes forever. That takes so long. These other ones will not take as long. Yeah, man. Yep. Yep. Battleforge Gaming. Put some ultimate guides on there. Right now it's just Space Marines and there is a Catachan. Look, most of the tutorials are very similar in terms of the techniques. Salamander one's a bit different because it's got the flames on it. The Imperial Fist is different because we do like a glaze on it. Man, the gold one's going to be a bit different too because that one's got a lot of glazing. We've got a few in the works. Sometimes it's like just colors. So like this guy doesn't have any chipping, but he is vastly different in terms of colors. Like way different to any color palette I typically use. Kind of forgot that I painted it. Not gonna lie. That one's in the works. This guy's in the works too. Yeah, yeah. This guy's in the works as well. Oh, this is the gold. This is the true metallic gold tutorial. Yeah, Emperor's Children / he's a flawless host. Five minutes, guys, and we will jump in that Discord. We'll go into the live stream showcase and we'll show people what you are currently working on. Sometimes I can't see the names because it goes to streamer mode, so you just have to put your hand up and I'll show you your stuff. Really holding that on my... If you guys do watch the tutorials, please leave a comment, even if it's just like, yo, that helped a heap, and a thumbs up. Every little bit of interaction helps. So if you want to help us, just do that. Just do that. Don't do what happened when the podcast sort of stopped happening, when people were like, oh, I really loved the podcast, but you didn't leave a comment. You didn't help us out. You didn't help us out. Yo, weird question. I will do it after the Discord. Kakzumba, how we doing? Let me do the Discord thing first, and then I'll ask my weird question. Remind me to ask my weird question after this. Yeah, Zach. Yeah, I was chatting about it earlier. Just the green was too much, man. Especially like it probably looks good on the anime and it probably looks good on the bigger figures, but with these, the way that I paint them, it really does make a big difference. Not sus. It's not sus. What are you talking about? Not sus whatsoever. Daily live stream showcase. Okie doke. The show went solid colors to save money in the 70s. Yeah, look, there are times where Zaku has great pipes. So I'm all for it. All right, we've got Hoon. First time painting a mini, might have to shelve the 2 Gundams for a bit. Well, don't do that. You're trying to get him into jail. Come on now. It's not bad. This is the first ever miniature. Yo, I'm actually really looking forward to getting these 2 bad boys. They're going to take the longest out of any of the Gundams, these 2. Oh, Nick's still going. Love to see it. So for people that weren't here, we were doing a lead up to a Warhammer 40k tournament, or was a tabletop tournament really, and Nick had only just started painting his miniatures at the start of it, so we sort of got Nick's journey. So he's continuing on his journey and uploading stuff, which is phenomenal. You love to see it, and each miniature was getting better and better and better. I should go up, not down. Up, better and better. Blue Tack, yeah, it's by a brand called Bostic, and it's spelt B-L-U-T-A-C. Blue Tack. This must be painting bites. Dude, you got a lot of stuff to do. You got a lot of stuff to get into. I don't even know what that is. What is that? What's Arcadia Quest? A different tabletop system, obviously. Dude, you got heaps to do. Good. Good luck with all of it. Good luck with all of that. You're getting distracted by Marvel Crisis Protocol, the tabletop game. I mean, were you painting it though? I don't think there's. Look, I love painting miniatures, and just the hobby in general, Warhammer, and now painting Gundam stuff. There are times where you're not going to be motivated to paint. It just happens, right? It just happens. I don't think you should feel bad about not painting your stuff. I think the only time you should feel bad, well, you don't need to feel bad about it, but I think if you're making you're actively making excuses that aren't valid, then maybe you should look at your hobby, like look at what's happening, if that makes sense. But like everyone has a break every now and then. I've had hiatuses where I just haven't Haven't done any hobby. See you, Black Sword. Take it easy, dude. But yeah, you know if you're like, I do it too, where you just bum around the house and do nothing at all. Does that make sense? If you aren't painting, you should feel bad, is basically what I'm saying. No, not at all. Hey, you guys didn't remind me. You didn't remind me. It's not a sus question, and it's probably more geared towards you, Marvin. So maybe it is sus. No, so does anyone, when it rains and it's certain type of weather, do you get, and you live in like the suburbs, right? It's not like you live out in the bush. Do you hear frogs? Do you hear little frogs croaking? This is a legit question as well. This is 100% legit. I'm not, this isn't like a lead up to a joke or anything. You do. Not in Belgium. Oh, we got crickets too. Are frogs just chilling? Are frogs just chilling in like the shrubs and shit? Like what's going on? They can't, like I know I've got a little creek down the street from me, but like they're not that loud. Surely I can't hear them from there. It's a natural thing the boys croak during rain. Yeah. I get that. But like, are they just chilling? Are they just chilling in the bushes? Like near my house. Close enough for me to hear them. Crickets and cars. Oh, we have everything. I had cockatoo screaming before. You're hearing cicadas, so it's warm where you are then, Zach. I was gonna say, look, I feel like since I've gotten older, I haven't seen many cicadas. I used to see them all the time when I'm younger, but at the same time, I'm indoors a hell of a lot more now, so that would explain why I don't see cicadas. And they were huge. The frogs, I feel like it's all year round. It's only just been like drizzling today, so it's good frog weather. Vorta, how we doing? ChatGPT should know. Ask it about Australia. It's so weird. Like, you know, where I live, there is. You wouldn't call it bush, but we have a lot of trees. We have a lot of fauna. We have a lot of fauna around. But I don't know how frogs have got within earshot of my house for me to hear them croaking. Depends where you go in Australia, Malia. The one thing about Australia you should know, and Australians, is as soon as you talk about anything to do with our wildlife, we will take the absolute piss. just like our conversation we were having with, do you know what? There's always an element of truth. There's always an element of truth. But, yeah, we will run with it. The drop bears, exactly. It's not the snakes you need to worry about, it's the drop bears. And snakes are only sort of in the correct climate environment. Nothing happens in Australia either, but we've got a shit ton of unique wildlife. What's a drop bear? Think of a koala. Think of koala if it was if it worshipped corn. If it was a world eater across a koala, that's a drop bear. They are, yeah. Look, basically, as long as you don't go walking at night. If you don't go walking at night, then you're pretty good. Like with trees around, and it's also large trees. It's not small trees you need to worry about. It's large trees. You're an atypical grade tourist. Yeah. I mean, Australia's really good. Yeah, well, the thing, drop bears, it's not like claws and teeth. They do have claws and teeth, but it's not like you're getting mauled by a bear. It's the sheer velocity they hit you falling out of the tree. And it sounds hilarious, but that's why they call them drop bears. You have to find it on you probably won't find it on YouTube. Yeah. So big trees at night. That's a no. We do have really cute wildlife though as well. It's not just scary wildlife. Like if you Google Sydney funnelweb big boy, that'll show you some of our cutest wildlife. Drop bears are not a myth. To be honest, if the government knew I was streaming and telling people about drop bears and that they're real, then I could be in trouble. Who Googled Sydney funnelweb big boy? A zookeeper from Sydney said they're not real. Like they would know. Sydney's not even a real place. No, we got like quokkas. Quokkas are cute as shit. Baby wombats. It's probably the cutest thing you'll ever see. Probably the cutest thing you'll ever see is a baby wombat. I got to hold one last year. My mum's neighbor is a wildlife rescue lady, and she got to look after a little baby wombat, and I got to hold it. It was extremely cute. I just wanted to burrow into my hoodie. Quokkas are full of disease. You don't eat them, Zach. What's wrong with you? Oh shit, we got a match on Bumble. Can't wait to not chat. Keen as. Well, I don't think you're not meant to touch a quokka, are you? Meant to just give them food and just let them be. I mean, I'd love it. Like, I get it. You want to pat them because they're cute as fuck, but never knew there was a thing like a quokka. Okay, so quokkas, I believe, only exist on one island called Rottnest Island off the coast of Western Australia. And there are no natural predators on that island with quokkas. So they don't have a thing called fear. Because they don't have to hide from predators. So you can take a boat to the island and go for a walk, and yeah, quokkas will just come and investigate what you're up to. Saw a girl on a hockey equipment handling a koala. Look, like I said, Australians will just absolutely turn it up whenever it comes to talking about our wildlife. There are things that, like, I would say tourists don't understand, stuff like, and this is only if you go to the areas that they're in, like a kangaroo will a kangaroo will fuck you up. That's probably about it. The shoebill? Oh, the bird. Oh, one thing. Yeah, people thought we rode kangaroos. The stuff that pops up on Instagram often. It's stuff like people going in water where there's a sign saying there's crocodiles. Listen to the sign. Oh, look up a cassowary. It's a dinosaur. Yeah, cassowaries will fuck you up. That's legit too. Yeah, cassowary. How preserved it is? Yeah, because we lost the war against emus. We can't beat the wildlife, dude. We cannot beat the wildlife. Like an example, and I was trying to get people to Google it, but no one did it. So one of the most venomous spiders have poison, or venom. Spiders have venom. Or do they have poison? Anyway, regardless, one of the most poisonous, one of the most venomous spiders in Australia is the Sydney funnel web spider. And it evolved into the big boy. It's quite literally called the big boy because it's a larger Sydney funnel web. And I think it's as big as the palm of your hand, and they are aggressive. So yeah, not only is our nature somewhat preserved, except look, we have some of our wildlife has gone extinct, like the Tasmanian tiger, which wasn't a fucking tiger at all. But anyway, the dog. Why is it called a Tasmanian tiger if it was a dog? But yeah, they're growing. Gluing the palatine to the base is going to be interesting. Yeah, we've got the blue ringed octopus. Yep. They had stripes like tigers. Okay, if we're going to play that game, Marvin, why are they called zebras? Instead of a tiger horse. Tiger horse sounds better. It does. Well, I'm getting towards the end of the stream. I don't know if we're going to get the dot highlights done. But damn, we got very close. We got very close. Why they called the magpies instead of zebras? Exactly. You have to be, yeah, that's what Australia feeds on gullible people. Literally. No, this is a prime example. This is what I'm talking about. We run with it. Yeah, Australians don't eat the gullible, the drop bears do. The death adders. We don't have death adders, do we? Do we have death adders? Yo, Hauser with the 15-month resub. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate the continued support. Ranger, I remember Ranger Stacy. Ranger Stacy was on Agro's Cartoon Connection a lot, wasn't she? Yeah, I remember that show. Lothar. Totally wild. Yeah, that's it. Death adders have been known to have enough venom to kill 20 adults in one bite. How are they biting 20 people in one go? That's a big snake, dude. That's a big old snake. See ya, Painting Bites. We are finishing up now anyway. Going to assemble this lad. We can push him down on his base now because all we've got is the black dot highlights and I don't need to access underneath him there. He's only got a couple more minutes left on him. we'll do him on tomorrow's stream, the dot highlights, but that is another Zaku down. Have the exposure set down because when I bring the model closer, it actually... Oh, it's not bright. It was brightening up too much before. We're getting there. We're getting there. We've got Char. We've got the dude with the tomahawk, and then we've got superhero landing we're going to work on tomorrow. And then after we finish these, it's on to a classic. I mean, they're classic too, but it's on to the classic. Anyway, guys, we're going to finish up there. Thank you for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Australian Standard Time. Wind your clock back 2 hours. That's when the stream starts. Enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy your night. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.